Hi loves, how are you? It's Nduts Auntie Ovaju, and today I'm making a low carb breakfast. This is sort of a celebratory breakfast, and I'll be serving frittata, bacon, vegetables, and some keto waffles. So that will be quite heavy and really delicious, but really low carb. It's amazing that you can eat these foods and still lose weight, or maintain the weight that you want. So join me in that, and also subscribe if you haven't. Karibu. Hello, fam. I am starting with this sausage frittata, and I'm in the habit of making frittatas because, believe it or not, they are cheap to produce. So this sausage is like $3, yeah, and then the eggs are like six, and just a cup of cream. And when I compare that to having my family eat an egg, two, three, or four each, I feel like this is so much cheaper to produce and so yummy and also so sophisticated, especially on a day like this. Like I said, it's a celebratory meal. Some of my family were away this week, and just to welcome them back, and they're coming on a morning. So you can imagine it's just so nice to have them come in and find a hot meal going on and have it just hot and ready when they are, so it's just so great, yeah. And I like doing this because it's so much easier than you would think. So I'm prepping the fillings for my frittata, and I just added some onions, garlic, and some spinach, and just a bit of the seasonings that I like into the sausage mixture. By the way, you don't have to add much to this sausage because it has a good flavor, but you do have to add a bit of seasoning because it's kind of undersalted. So I like to do that. So I'll finish this, let it cool, and start on my custard mix. And it's 6 eggs, and I fill that jug to the top with the cream because it was about 3/4 cup remaining. So add that, and then I'll have the extra sausage go into ramekins, and I will make breakfast on a different morning. So do that, and then I'll add my custard filling. So this you can season if your mixture is not so seasoned, but mine was. And especially the addition of onions and garlic, I find just they're so flavorful, yeah. So we'll add this and then sprinkle some cheese on, some marbled and mozzarella cheese. Also add these cherry tomatoes, they are favorite, and this has become like a very common dish in this family, but it is still special in a way because of the way it's just made. Yeah, it's just so good, a presentation, and it looks good on the plate. It's so tasty. And by the way, if you don't like cream, you don't have to add, you can just do the eggs and they will set the same. So I have very special bacon here. This bacon has become so expensive, but it's the chunky kind, and I've had it in the freezer for so long. This is the perfect morning to cook it, and I'm going to do that in the air fryer. So I'm just using about 10 pieces, so we'll have 2 each. And I just love that the family will be all together this morning. And I checked on my frittata while my bacon is beginning to cook, and I'm going to do double the amount I usually use for my almond waffles. These are keto waffles, and I use 1 cup of almond flour, about a third cup of almond milk. I use Truvia sometimes when I want to sweeten it for a little bit. I use 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of butter. But today I will have to double the amounts of everything because I want everybody to enjoy this waffle. The younger guys are yet to get used to these keto flavors, but I find that it's nice to get them used to the flavor and the texture because it's so much different than wheat. So I'm also making some jam, and this will be just cooking these berries down and just adding like a packet of Truvia. That way, and then I'll blend them. I'll use a hand blender to just thicken the mixture, but I won't be sieving or anything. But I'll be serving this with the waffles. So yummy. Okay, and on the side here, I'm making some mushrooms and broccoli. And I just added the mushrooms to the hot oil, and then the broccoli, as it's steaming and releasing its own liquid, I've added some salt and some red onions. I find that they just go so well with the broccoli because they just flavor it so well. And then now I'm back to the counter. Our frittata is ready, and I'm making the waffles as everything else continues to cook. The bacon is still in the air fryer, and I'm trying to have a cute breakfast spread, and that's why I have my cake stand out. And I was using that plate, but I decided to change that and just put a pretty paper there to just soak the moisture, but also to make my presentation so much more attractive. So I want the guys to just enjoy this meal and not notice that it's all keto. So basically, for the guys eating keto, we do want to narrow things down to just vegetables and meat. And yeah, at some point you find that you don't want this like snacky foods, or should I say just things you use flour and all that, because it kind of gets heavy. Because as you eat keto, you find that you're less hungry, so you have to narrow it at some points down to just meat and vegetables, but it's too early to even think about that. So anyway, my jam is ready, and I'm just going to blend it just like that with the hand blender to soften and also to thicken. So there's a whole process to making jam, but this is a nice one when you want to serve something, you know, like some hot jam with your waffles, and it tastes so good and fresh. I used frozen berries. That's a good way to just do it. And I've asked the family to begin serving because the waffles are almost ready. And then we'll just clean up a bit. But this is how the meal looks. Isn't it delicious? Look at the frittata, the bacon, the veggies. They just go so well with the frittata and the waffles. So I'll add some jam there and taste. I want to taste everything. And the frittata was just amazing. The sausage flavor, you know, and the waffles, they go so well with the jam. And you can add butter or cream cheese, whatever you like, you know. And just this is so worth trying, I tell you. And as I said, if you don't want to add cream, you don't have to. You can just do the eggs. Look at that jam. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.
Life in a world that keeps